Howdy gamers, Old Gamer Guy here. Welcome to another Oblivion Remastered video. I'm starting off here at the exact same spot where I left off my first hour impressions video, but I realized there was some gameplay that I should have shown in that video, but I didn't, which is kind of a hallmark of my channel, as you may know if you watch very often. But I made a magical character, a Breton, but then I proceeded to mostly use a melee weapon. So here is the shortcut menu, and I am equipping the flare, and I actually have more spells at the beginning than I realized. I should have known better because I've been a Breton before. But before we go on, here is what first-person exploration looked like in the unmodded PS5 version of Skyrim. I'm also going to show you some third-person gameplay, so here's what my Skyrim character looks like. I think he's a Nord, but you get the idea. The character models are much better than they used to be, among other things. The flare spell doesn't do much damage, but it will one-shot these rats. Look at that smooth animation. The third-person animation is better than it used to be. And I'm looking at the dead body there as I walk by. But I'm going to shut up for a second here because we're about to have some more combat. In that other video, I wasn't sure if the fireball was actually casting any light, but slowing it down, it is definitely casting light. This whole video is in quality mode, by the way, on the Pro, so they are targeting 30 frames per second, but this shortcut menu is quite useful. Here are some of my spells. If I use Dragon Skin, it's kind of a protective spell. It's only temporary. Clairvoyance will show me where I need to go for my the objective that I'm tracking. You don't really need that. It's not exactly a very useful spell, but what you're mostly going to see me use is the flare spell in this video. I also realized if I hit up on the digital pad, it takes you to the character menu. Hitting right on the digital pad takes you to the inventory. Hitting down takes you to the map. And hitting left takes you to your magic menu. So this is actually another hour of gameplay edited down to 15 minutes. I'm still wearing short pants as I emerge from Fort Empire. So my main quest right now is actually to find some long pants.
Speak. Something to report? There's been some terrible trouble at the chapel in Anvil. All of Debella's priests and priestesses murdered.
So actually my main quest right now is to get to Waynon Priory with the Amulet of Kings. So I used my clairvoyance spell, but then I realized that there was some enemy nearby. Somebody saw me and they are attacking, and there's actually another person fighting with that guard I was just talking to. All of the AI behavior so far is very familiar if you've ever played another Elder Scrolls game. So the visuals and the animations are definitely improved, but it appears they are still using the same AI, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I'm going to leave this guy in their underwear like I do, and then I'm immediately going to get distracted by another tower. I mean, who knows? There might be long pants in here. So I'm going to shut up for a second and let you get some of this atmosphere. Two enemies are aware of me now, but they are on the other side of this gate, and there is a switch back here behind me, but I'm trying to make sure that they cannot get to me before I relax and do anything else.
Where are you? Hello? Who's there?
Eventually, I got the attention of a third enemy.
You move like a pregnant cow.
So I was trying to decide here if I was actually going to open the gate because I assumed I would die. But then I thought, you know what? That'll make a good video, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it.
This ends here.
Just warming up, you pathetic worm!
What's the matter? Getting tired? Die, sir!
So I'm out of magicka now, and I regenerate it fairly quickly, but I'm going to drink a potion of sorcery to get a little bit of my magicka back, and then I will continue the fight.
Fall before me, Breton.
One of the most common activities in an Elder Scrolls game is to become overly encumbered, and so then you have to go into your inventory and drop a few things, and it's always cool to see the physics in the game engine in action. But never mind that. Here's another mysterious area, and some enemies are over across the way there. Another thing I forgot about the Elder Scrolls is that you have to sleep to actually level up. So I had been playing and thinking, man, when am I going to level up? But I have to kill these guys and then get some sleep. The guy I just shot ran off to the side, and now he's standing still again. Now he's going to run away again. There is another guy standing still right there, and now they're both going to run away a little bit. So yeah, the AI is kind of weird sometimes, but it is entertaining. All of the emergent stuff that can happen, especially in the open world, but also when you're exploring these dungeons. And now down here we have some water. So the water is actually a little bit better than I thought it was as well. I think I insulted the water in that first video.
Nothing to worry
Am I
about, I
supposed
guess.
to be
Just
impressed?
my eyes playing tricks on me.
Let's get it! What's the matter? Is the baby going to cry?
Okay, so we have reached a very important milestone in my quest because I have located some long pants. And then I realized when I looked in my inventory that I actually had some long pants that were armor. So now I'm wearing fur armor, and I can go back to the bedroll. And because those enemies are dead, I can rest. It's 7 a.m. I'm going to rest for a couple of hours. And then once I do that, I can advance to level 2. I can choose 3 attributes to increase, and then I have 12 points to distribute among them. I went with endurance to increase my health, and intelligence to help with my spell casting, and willpower to increase my magicka and fatigue regeneration. And then I evenly distributed my points among them. I'm not really sure what I should do right there technically, but never mind that. We are about to step out into the world again, and before we do that, here is another look at Skyrim. First person walking around in the outside world. Just to give you an idea, this is the unmodded PS5 version of Skyrim. And now here we are in the Oblivion Remaster, and just look how lovely this is. Again, I am in quality mode on the Pro, so it's targeting 30 frames per second. This body will probably just lay there for the rest of the game. But then I had a nice leisurely walk up the road, just relaxing and looking at the lovely countryside. I still find myself wishing that this was in VR about every 5 minutes or so, but overall I am very impressed with this. I love this music. I think in some ways the music in this game is better than the music in Skyrim, but never mind that. We are about to get into a little bit more combat.
This is a holdup. Hand it over or die. We can play it that way if you like. I want you down!
Now I'm just prolonging the fight just to watch the animations happen. The emergent AI in these games is always a big selling point for me. As you saw, that rat attacked the Khajiit while we were fighting. But as a magic user, I can do things like making other characters kind of crazy and attack each other, which is always entertaining. I like to do that in these games. But never mind that. We have reached Wayne Priory with the Amulet of Kings, and this is actually the end of another hour of gameplay. I am still really enjoying this, and I hope you have enjoyed this video. But I'm going to be spending the rest of the day working on my first hour impressions for Days Gone. That one was only a $10 upgrade, and it's not quite as extensive as this one, but it's still pretty good. So look forward to that. But for now, as always, thanks for watching.